backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven at a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Go backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. In front, another goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz.
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Friday night. Welcome back to yourliveevent.com. It is a Region 1 Girls Basketball Championship matchup. The Northern Cass Jaguars, the Central Cass Squirrels, the number 1 seed in the region taking on the number 2 seed in the region. The teams that battled it out in the semifinals last year with Northern Cass getting the win. Now a rematch in the playoffs, which is what both teams wanted. This time it comes for you here on a bigger stage. I'm Joel Morgan. Nathan Hoots with us on the broadcast, as well as Chase Miller, who is courtside right now. Let's send it over to Chase, who is with head coach Jay Bachman. Chase.
Thank you very much, Joel. Jay, congratulations on getting here. No small feat to get here the final year of this Region 1 girls basketball season and this tournament. What did it take to, get the quarterfinals, get to the semis, and what did you like from your team earlier this week, fighting through some adversity with the weather out there on top of it?
We took it one game at a time, right? Like, we set out a goal a long time ago that we're going to enjoy the journey. We're not going to look at the end, and we're finally kind of to the end. So, we took it one game at a time. We came up with great game plans for the first 2 games. We got another great game plan tonight. So, at this point in the game, let's roll the ball out there and let's see who's ready to play. I thought we took care of business in the first 2 games, and Northern Cass is a really good team. So, hopefully just roll the ball out there and then see what happens.
Speak of Northern Cass, Josie Jensen, 21 points, 17 rebounds, 7 blocks, maybe her best game. I know it's a lot of the Crockett's, but what does Josie and Ellie Lucas and those guys present as a challenge here tonight?
They're big, right? They're tall. Like, they're 6'3" and 6'1", or I don't have anybody that tall, but I think you get to them with your physicality, and they're both good players. I would not take anything away from them. But I think we pose a little different size than maybe Kindred did a little bit. I'm hoping, it'll be a really interesting match. I know that we've battled them, and those girls especially have really battled my post throughout the years. Honestly, going back to even C Squad JV games. So it's just hopefully it's just another game for them. Hopefully it's just another battle. And hopefully we can get to them a little bit.
I don't think for you, Jay. What's the one thing that Central Cass has to do well tonight to come out on top?
We got to play. We got to defend. We got to defend. And, you're never going to stop girls from scoring. That's just not how it works when you get to this point in the season, right? Good girls are going to score. But if we can defend and we can play how we can play, we're going to be fine. So defend is what we're going to do tonight.
Hey, Jay, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck.
Thank you.
Back to you, Joel.
All right, thank you, Chase. Talking with Jay Bachman, head coach of the Central Cass Girls here on the pregame show. They're getting ready to take on the Northern Cass Jaguars in the region championship game. We'll take a break. We got more coming your way next.
That is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
And back here on our pregame show, Region 1 Basketball Championship on yourliveevent.com. Don't forget, in our postgame, we'll get the announcement of the all-region team, the Senior Athlete of the Year, the AD of the Year, the Coach of the Year, all that coming up in our postgame show. Let's send it back to courtside. Chase Millers with DC Lucas, head coach of the Northern Cass Jaguars. Chase.
Thank you very much, Joel. DC, congratulations on getting here. You've had to battle the weather as well, literally, to play the final game on Monday night against a scrappy Oak Grove team. Kindred made their runs at you on a little brunch and basketball on Wednesday. So what's the last, 48, 56 hours been like since Wednesday afternoon, knowing that you play here in the Region 1 Championship?
The girls have just embraced it. Obviously, repeating and coming back here again is awesome, and now we're hoping to make the next step. We said it last year, embrace the chaos with the weather, with the craziness. The girls have kept a great attitude. We had a great Zoom meeting yesterday, kept the humor going. We needed that day, which was good. So we're just excited, and we're hoping to give our best shot here.
What does Central Cass present as a challenge with the Cottons, DeConte, Torrey? Senior classes have been here, done that, but what's the biggest thing from your point of view that they present as a challenge for Northern Cass?
Well, I think as you mentioned, they got 7 seniors, they got a lot of leadership, they've been here before, they're very athletic. So you got to match that in a way. I mean, you take away one, and there's going to be 2 others waiting for you. So we're hoping here that tonight that we can match their athleticism, control the chaos as best that we can, and just try to play our game. Last year we were able to kind of force it to a half-court game. We'll see if we can't try that again, but we know what they're going to come with, so we're going to see if we can't contain it.
And the final thing, and you maybe hit on it, what's the one thing that Northern Cass must do well tonight for 32 minutes to cut down the nets and head to the Minot State Dome?
I think right now control the boards. I think last time we played them, we did not control the boards. They killed us on that. They got a lot of second chance opportunities. And the second thing is just limit the turnovers. We had like 20 turnovers the first time we played them. We got to stop doing that. If we do that, we're going to be okay.
Hey, DC, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck against Central Cass.
Thank you.
That again, DC Lucas. Joel, let's toss it back to you.
All right, thank you, Chase. We've got a chance to talk to both head coaches here ahead of our Region 1 championship game. Our third place game wrapping up just before this. It was a win for Kindred, 72-47 over the Sargent County Bulldogs. We'll take another break. We'll come back with more of our pregame show coming up next.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com. Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 16th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls. The sale will be broadcast on DV Auction, and you can request a catalog today. Email gjrangus@feltontel.net or call 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 16th. We'll see you at the bull sale. For more information, visit jacobsonredangus.com.
And welcome back to the pregame show, the Region 1 Girls Basketball Championship on yourliveevent.com. It is Northern Cass, it is Central Cass, it is rivals, it is the number 1 and number 2 seed. It's the two teams that met last year in the semifinal. There's a lot, just a lot behind this game. I'm Joel Morgan. Joining me is Maple River Raiders and famed Fargo Moorhead Black Friday shopper Nathan Hoots joining me on the pregame show. You didn't think I was going to pull that one out?
That was a long time ago. All right.
Pull it out and hold one from the past. But talking about the matchup between these two teams, let's talk about what Northern Cass is going to have to do to get the win. They played Central Cass back on January 5th, a 15-point win for Central Cass, the largest loss for Northern Cass this season. They've had some close games in their losses, but what is it going to take for them to get the win tonight?
I think it's girls outside of Hallie and Hayden Crockett need to step up and play well. Josie Jensen's been an absolute force for them, with especially the last month or so of the season. I think pretty much since the last time they played Central Cass. Her ability to affect both ends of the floor as a scorer on offense, but just as kind of a rim protector, a paint presence defensively for the Jaguars is something that she's done a tremendous job of. She may get 5 or 6 blocks in a game, which is awesome, but the amount of shots that she influences just with her presence in the paint is something that you can't look at a stat sheet and see. She affects so many shots every single quarter of every game they play in.
Yeah, you look at that, you talk about she's going to have to continue to play that the way that she's playing. Last year, Maddie Swetzig was the one who came in and hit all those threes. She was kind of the X factor that no one thought about. You look at some of the players who see some playing time. Kayla Treader gets some minutes. Addie Winterquist gets some minutes. Ellie Lucas, she sees a lot of minutes, but scoring about 6 a game. Tess Jalbert scoring a few a game. One of those players, maybe you add 2 or 3 more points in the aggregate, and it might kind of give you that extra X factor.
Absolutely. Ellie Lucas is someone that, at 6'1", she doesn't get looked at right away simply because she's not even the tallest girl on her team. But once again, she can affect shots at the rim, and she can score in that mid-range area where she's going to get a lot of good looks because so many eyeballs are focused on the Crockett's on defense that they may forget about her and give her a couple opportunities to knock down some shots and keep them close early on.
You've played Central Cass this season over the last few years. Me and Chase talked about it last game with Central Cass. Is they'll get you in a track meet. They'll get you in a turnover contest. No such thing as a good turnover, but maybe if you're playing Central Cass, a little bit of a smart turnover in the sense that you're not going to force too much and give them that opportunity to get up court.
There's a big difference for coaches, dead ball turnovers and live ball turnovers. You can live with dead ball turnovers because the ball's going out of bounds. Everybody can get back on defense. They're handing you the ball, and away we go. Live ball turnovers are 2 points for Central Cass almost every single time. The way that they have so many girls that can finish at the rim, if they're going to turn the ball over, it better be thrown out of bounds or deflected out of bounds somehow. If too many live ball turnovers happen for the Jaguars, it could turn into that track meet that even though the Jags score a ton of points, they turn defensive stops in the half court into outlets and layups, and that's a big difference in the pace. Central Cass wants to turn you over in the full court. Northern Cass wants you to force bad shots and then outlet and go out of the half court. So pace is going to be really important in this game.
Yeah, and for Central Cass, the keys for their win, I think they kept Northern Cass so uncomfortable last time they played, and it is with those turnovers, with forcing plays, with getting the track meet. They got to keep Northern Cass uncomfortable for all 4 quarters.
And I think that starts with Tori Richter defending Hayden Crockett. I had her looking at the stats. Hayden had 6 points on 9 shot attempts and had 6 turnovers. Tori Richter had 8 deflections and 6 steals in that game. She's an absolute bulldog on defense, and if you can make Hayden feel uncomfortable all game long, that's going to be a problem. Now, if I were to bet on any guard in the state to figure something out between January 5th and today, she might be in the top 5 for me to figure it out. She is an amazing talent and gets them into their offense and gets Hallie good looks all game long. So, I think that's going to be an awesome matchup to watch Tori against Hayden in this game.
This is our pregame show, Region 1 Girls Basketball Championship game on YourLiveEvent.com. Stay tuned after this one wraps up, and what we're expecting is going to be a nail-biter of an edge-of-your-seat kind of contest, as we're going to have the announcement of the all-region team, the Senior Athlete of the Year, Coach of the Year, as well as Athletic Director of the Year here in Region 1. We'll take another break. More coming your way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Take a good look at Hillsborough. You probably know that the people are friendly, and you know about the quality of healthcare available at Sanford Medical Center. Maybe you've been to the Hillsborough Sports Complex to cheer on the Burros. Look at the businesses on Hillsborough's Main Street. The Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation provides financial help to local child care providers, and they're interested in supporting local businesses. For more information, contact the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation at growhillsboroughnd.com.
We are back here on YourLiveEvent.com as we're getting set for the introduction of the starting lineups for this Region 1 basketball matchup. Championship winner will move on to state. Coach, it's weird to think that this is the last time, as Region 1 is that we're going to see these teams like this.
Yeah, exactly. It's the last time they'll play in this region, but I have a feeling they'll be playing several more years in big-time games upcoming in Class A region action.
And we're getting set here for the introduction of our starting lineup.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sanford Health Athletic Complex on the campus of North Dakota State University for the championship game of the 2023 Class B Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. Tonight's championship matchup features the first-seeded Central Cass Squirrels taking on the number 2 seed Northern Cass Jaguars. Both of the schools competing tonight are members of the North Dakota High School Activities Association and abide by the association's high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with other member schools. The athletes competing in this contest are friendly rivals. While competition certainly will be intense, all in attendance tonight are reminded that this is a game involving high school student athletes. The highest level of sportsmanship among and the utmost respect towards all players, coaches, officials, and fans must exist. It's time now to meet tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the Northern Cass Jaguars. A 5'7" sophomore, number 2, Hayden Crockett. A 5'6" junior, number 4, Addie Rust. A 6'1" junior, number 5, Ellie Lucas. A 6'3" junior, number 12, Josie Jensen. And a 5'9" senior, number 13, Hallie Crockett. The Jaguars are coached by D.C. Lucas, assisted by Jamison Jensen and Taylor Workman. And now the starting lineup for the Central Cass Squirrels. A 5'10" senior, number 1, Claire Cotton. A 5'6" senior, number 3, Tori Richter. A 5'11" senior, number 13, Taylor Severson. A 5'9" senior, number 15, Delaney Cotton. And a 5'9" senior, number 23, DeConte Smith. The Squirrels are coached by Jay Bachman, assisted by Courtney Dixon and Hannah Bresky.
And there we go. That is the announcement of our starting lineups as 8 minutes goes up on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard as we are ready to go for the Region 1 Girls Basketball Championship matchup between the Central Cass Squirrels and the Northern Cass Jaguars. Northern Cass 18-4 on the year. One of those losses was to the Squirrels team back on January 5th. Central Cass 19-3 on their season. DeConte Smith will take the opening tip-off for Central Cass. Will go up against Josie Jensen. And the tip will come back, bounces around into the hands of Crockett, and Crockett turns right around And Claire Cotton on the defense. Both Cottons actually D'ing her up as it goes into the hands of Richter. Richter across to Claire Cotton, up for two, and this one's good.
Showing some man-to-man pressure here early on. Interesting to see who matches up with Hallie. Got Delaney Cotton on her to begin.
Ball handled by Crockett on the near side. Will bounce a pass over to Russ. Feed inside, comes to Hallie Crockett. She's double teamed as it comes back to the corner to Crockett. Comes to spin, works off Cotton, and it's good for two, and we are back and forth.
There is no angle she cannot score from. She is so strong and so skilled. 1-2-2 zone here to begin.
It just looks like Central Cass setting the tone early. They're going to collapse on Crockett anytime she's touching that basketball. As driving up for two, Smith will miss. Jensen the rebound, long pass to Hayden Crockett, and gets it knocked away by Richter. Crockett keeps control of it, comes loose. Will work over to Hallie Crockett, misses the shot, and it's picked up by DeConte Smith. Long pass to Laney Cotton, up for two, and she has all four for Central Cass.
Pace is really, really fast here early on. I think we're going to see a lot of points in this championship game.
Ball worked out to the near side. Lucas inside to Crockett, drives, up for two, and will hit it.
Finishing through contact is an absolute strength of her. She can score against anybody.
And you look at Crockett over the years as a freshman when she was starting for this Jaguars team. She'd get around the rim and just kind of didn't finish strong. And you thought watching her as a freshman, if she can figure out around the rim, she'd be one of the best players in the region. As a three on the way from Claire Cotton. And now make it 7-4.
Playing through a lot of contact here early on. It seems like they're going to just let them play, which is good.
You look at the semifinal between these teams last year, and it was a very physical contest, and both teams kind of matched each other's intensity. As right there is DeConte Smith for the missed shot, long feed to Claire Cotton, and she'll hit the layup.
Central Cass is fine, and they feel like they can rebound with 3 or 4 girls and then send 1 or 2 deep immediately, and they've done a nice job here early on getting the seal off the rim to begin.
Crockett on the post, went to pass, lost it, recovers, up for two, and will hit it. I don't think that was game plan, but she was able to stick with that basketball and just get a nice shot in down low.
A lot of times it's just her making a play and creating something out of nothing.
Ellie Lucas will put this one out of bounds on the near side. Stops time with 5:22 to go in the first quarter. It's 9-6 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. By the way, this broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangements by the Activity Association. Missed shot picked up on the baseline by Rust. Will come to Hayden Crockett. Crockett up to shoot, and she'll be fouled. I believe that will be Delaney Cotton.
I think it might have been Tori Richter there trying to draw the charge.
It will be Richter, her first, team's first of the game. Rust on the baseline. Inbounds, picked up by Crockett, comes right inside to Jensen, turns up for two and gets it.
She is so good when she can turn over her left shoulder or her right shoulder. She's gotten immensely better throughout the year. But if she can get to a turnaround jumper, she's almost impossible to block at 6'3".
Ball handled by Claire Cotton. Will come to Delaney. Cotton steps in, back to Claire, up for a three, and this one airballed, will come out of bounds, and Jensen, or rather Lucas, will just put her hands out at the baseline, lets this one come out of play. Eddie Russ ready to inbound. Ball comes to Hayden Crockett, immediately calls for some off-ball movement as she tries to beat the double team, sends a pass to Jensen, and it's won by DeConte Smith. Well timed by Smith. We're going to get a whistle.
Central Cass did a nice job of disguising the defense there. Made it look like they were running man-to-man. Hayden told the girls get out of there, and then they kind of ran a run and jump, and then DeConte jumped the first pass. It was very, very well done by Central Cass.
Inbound comes into Claire Cotton. Takes a look inside. Will swing over to Delaney Cotton. All 9 points belong between the Cottons. 7 for Claire, 2 for Delaney. Delaney spins off the defense, sends a pass that comes loose. It's picked up by DeConte Smith, finds an open Claire Cotton, up for three, knocks it down, and how about that? The 4-point play.
Coach Lucas is going to come unglued here. It looks like DeConte kind of got away with running through a girl on the rebound there, and then it turns into a 4-point play. It's got to be frustrating.
See if Cotton can complete it for what would be her 11th point. Misses the shot. Rebound brought down two-hand by Ellie Lucas. Long feed gets tipped, recovered by Jensen. And a pass intended for Addie Russ will come out of bounds. 4:07 to go halfway through this first quarter. And we're going to get a Bank North timeout taken by Northern Cass. That'll be a Bank North timeout. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
They're putting.
And we are back on YourLiveEvent.com as we're coming out of a Bank North timeout. Visit them online at ibanknorth.com. Bank North member FDIC. 12-8 the score in favor of Central Cass. They lead Northern Cass as we're at the halfway point of the first quarter. And DeConte Smith to the basket, hits two, and that will make it a 6-point game, and we're going to get a whistle.
That's a big one there with Richter getting her second.
And after the timeout, guys, they are going to say they want DeConte Smith now to be on Hallie, so we'll see as this continues to see how many players they roll out at her. And then they got Severson right now on Josie, so the game within the game moving forward here on these adjustments.
Central Cass has got so many different wing defenders they can throw at Hallie all game long. It's going to just try to wear her down by throwing body after body at her.
Allie Crockett with the ball, up to shoot, blocked by DeConte Smith, picked up by Crockett, turns, misses the shot, put back attempt for Lucas will be deflected, and she'll draw a foul, will go to the free throw line.
Great job by DeConte Smith right there, walling up against Hallie and then forcing a bad shot. But once again, the height of Northern Cass is so important to get offensive rebounds here in this first half.
Foul was on Delaney Cotton, her first. And Lucas will miss the first as the score is 14-8. Second shot, that will miss. Rebound gets picked up by the Squirrels, handled by DeConte Smith. Claire Cotton on the wing, takes a look inside. Will feed to Ava Cotton, who checked in out of that timeout. Handled by Delaney Cotton, back to Claire Cotton, top of the key. 15 seconds on the shot clock. A drive for Ava Cotton, and it's set back in motion over to Delaney Cotton. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Feed across, missed shot by Severson, and right there is Ellie Lucas. That's what you're talking about, is able to be around the rim right now for Northern Cass. That is going to be one of their keys here.
Absolutely.
Crockett will feed inside. Jensen turns, misses the shot. Rebound is brought down by Delaney Cotton. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, and Crockett's right there to the passing lane. Knocked it, thought it was out of bounds. Going to be a live ball as driving up to shoot Delaney Cotton. She's going to draw a foul.
The officials are part of the game. If he's in bounds and the ball touches him, they keep playing. If he's out of bounds, then it's out of bounds there. But got to keep playing no matter what happens.
Josie Jensen will be called for her first, team's third. That puts Delaney Cotton to the free throw line to shoot two. First shot by Cotton will miss. Into the game, Tess Jalbert will come in for Northern Cass. Next shot for Cotton will miss. Rebound, Claire Cotton goes for the putback, will miss. Severson gets the loose ball. And the Squirrels will hang on to control of the basketball here, leading this one by 6, 14-8. Cotton feeds to the corner. Into the hands of Delaney Cotton. Looks around, Claire Cotton up for three, knocks it down. Her third made three. 13 points in the first quarter and a 9-point lead for Northern Cass. Excuse me, Central Cass.
It's a danger zone here for Jags. They got to get a bucket and a couple stops here to try to stop the bleeding.
Shot from the corner will miss for Kayla Treader. Delaney Cotton with the rebound, feeds over to DeConte Smith, misses the layup, and Josie Jensen using her height there to get a feed, and an outlet pass comes to Crockett, hook shot good.
Northern Cass does such a good job of getting defensive rebounds and turning them into transition points within a blink of the eye.
Maybe that's the answer they're going to need is run and gun basketball, as there'll be a travel called against DeConte Smith, and will be Northern Cass's basketball. As coming in is Mickey Prochnow. Prochnow, the senior, last meeting between these two teams, had 9 points.
Anytime you can steal points from guys, girls that aren't, considered the stars, coach has got to be just thrilled.
And a feed comes to Hayden Crockett, and she's going to go to the line for 2. Foul will be on Ava Cotton.
Once again, the ball is in, and within 2 or 3 seconds of the shot clock, they're putting up a shot attempt and forcing the issue.
Minute 33 to go in the first quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Hayden Crockett will miss the first. 0 for 3 right now from the free throw line are the Jaguars collectively. Ellie Lucas missing a pair. Hayden Crockett trying to sway this stat, and she does. Makes it a 6-point game, 17-11, minute and a half to go first quarter.
You could see nerves come out a lot in big games like this at the free throw line, and maybe that's the one they needed to see go in, and then they'll get it together as a team.
Prochnow with the basketball taken away and thrown back in by Crockett, and it went between the legs of Jensen and Smith, and they're going to call a held ball. It will go to Central Cass. And now the officials are going to conference on the call. Delaney Cotton ready to inbound. Inbound to the corner. Claire Cotton up for 3. Hits it.
You have to identify her in the zone every single possession now. In a 1-2-2, the corner is tough to cover. So if one of the Cotton girls gets to that corner, especially Claire, the way she's shooting right now, it could be a problem. Might have to switch into something different or change your assignments.
Crockett for 3, and this one will come out of bounds. 54.6 seconds. That is the 4th made 3 by Claire Cotton here in the first quarter. She has 16 points.
Shooting better from the three-point line than the free throw line.
She is 0 for 1 from the free throw line. She did go to the line for the rarely seen 4-point play opportunity.
You see Northern Cass has switched to man here to finish this quarter. See if they stick with that the rest of the game.
Cotton drives up to shoot, and a foul, and if it's on Jensen, it'll be her second. It will be. Josie Jensen called for her second. That puts Ava Cotton to the line to shoot 2, and 34.6 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Someone who's been a key difference maker for you in the playoffs right now is sitting on 2 fouls, as the first free throw will miss for Cotton.
It's going to change the way she's going to play. She's going to have to make sure that she remembers verticality and just walling up and straight up and not bringing that hand down, trying to swat it out of bounds. Just be an influencer rather than a shot blocker now.
Cotton's second free throw, that is good. 21-11, 10-point lead. Right now for the Central Cass Squirrels, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Region 1 Girls Basketball Championship game. Missed shot, rebound picked up by Cotton. Will turn right around, poked away by Crockett, and Crockett's going to be called for a push. Crockett was putting the hand in on Cotton. Cotton held up to get free of her, and Crockett's feet, I just didn't think stopped moving, and she'll be called for the foul. That is her second. Now 2 of your 5 starters, if you're Northern Cass, are sitting on 2 fouls.
That's really tough here. Finishing the quarter, you'd like to see, ended up with the last possession on offense, and then you turn out one of your best players gets their second foul.
Handoff will come to Cotton. Back to DeConte Smith. 7 seconds to go. Smith drives up for 2. Will get it. That is her 4th. 12-point lead for Central Cass, their largest in the first quarter, is in the books. Our score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard: Central Cass 23, Northern Cass 11. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Folks, it's tax season, and the best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 30% of their ice cream. And the best way to learn about your tax situation is contacting Olson Accounting. They'll answer any question you have from an individual or business point of view. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, 23-11. Central Cass leads Northern Cass here on Dakota Heritage Bank. Scoreboard is ready for quarter number 2. Chase out there on the sidelines. Chase Miller, what'd you hear?
Well, I went to the Northern Cass bench, and kind of what you guys were saying earlier, players are going to hit threes. They're going to stay in the 1-2-2 zone defensively, but they have to identify her. If they don't, you're going to see them go to man really quickly, especially if the Squirrels can get it in the post.
All right, thank you, Chase. As here's a 3 for Crockett off the side of the iron. Jensen, the rebound, knocked away. Will grab it baseline. Claire Cotton, 16 points in that first quarter. 4 made threes. She has been on fire here to start this game. Missed shot by Crockett, and the rebound will go to the Central Cass Squirrels. Northern Cass dealing with some foul trouble with Hayden Crockett and Josie Jensen. As a feed across will come to Cotton, up to shoot, and she is fouled, and I believe it will be Ellie Lucas. If it is, that is the 3rd starter now for Northern Cass with multiple fouls. On top of that, that is foul number 6. No fouls left to give for the team for Northern Cass.
It certainly affects the way they play. If they're going to be in foul trouble, and now the rest of the half, they're going to be shooting every time there's a foul, no matter where it's at on the floor.
Cotton hits the free throw. 17 for her in the first quarter. Second shot from Cotton's good. That is 18 for her here in the first half. She is the game's lead scorer. Hallie Crockett, 8 points, leads Northern Cass in scoring. Ball comes far sideline, is intended for Addie Russ, gets deflected out of bounds by Tori Richter.
We're actually going to get her for a foul. That's going to be her 3rd. Likely sits for the rest of the half now.
Richter scored 2 points in their semifinal game, 2 points the game before. Doesn't score a whole lot, but does a whole lot for that team, and now they're going to miss her for some minutes.
Absolutely, and you know what I loved? She got that 3rd foul. Assistant coach grabbed her, gave her a little word of encouragement. There was no hanging of head. She knows her teammates got this.
And going to the basket was DeConte Smith. She'll draw the foul. And that will be foul number 3 for Josie Jensen.
Now the first 4 or 5 minutes we talked, there wasn't a foul called, and now that's the entire topic of conversation is now 3 fouls for Josie, 3 for Tori Richter, 2 on Hayden Crockett, 2 on Ellie Lucas. That's just they're accumulating on the stars right now.
And this is where the coaching and the strategy obviously going to come in, because second free throws made. We're going to get a Bank North timeout. We'll take a timeout. Brought to you by Bank North. Visit them online at ibanknorth.com. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
That was a Bank North timeout. See them online at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, 27-11, 6:57 left to go in the first half. And the fouls have been the big conversation here for both teams in this first half. And Chase, it's kind of starting to figure into the game planning.
Well, after the timeout, the first thing that Jay Bachman, the head coach for the Squirrels, was attack, attack, attack. They got some players right now that are playing with foul trouble, go downhill and force the official to make a call. And after the timeout here, Joe, we're seeing Northern Cass now go more to a little bit of a man pressure defense.
Bounce to Cotton on the near side. We'll take a look. Comes to the top of the key, squares up for three. We'll feed over to Claire Cotton. Claire Cotton up for two, has had the hot hand all half and will miss the shot. We're going to get a whistle. Addie Rust will be called for her first, team's eighth. That puts Ava Cotton to the free throw line for the 1-and-1.
Central Cass doing a great job of positioning offensive rebounds here in this first half, knowing how aggressive those Northern Cass girls are to want to get those rebounds and push the tempo. If you get inside position, you're either going to get the offensive rebound or get the foul, which they got right there.
And Cotton's first free throw, that will miss, won't get the bonus. Jensen there for the rebound. Jensen sitting on 3 fouls and still in the game. You kind of gotta figure you're down by 16. You don't have a lot of basketball left. You know we have a whole nother half, but against a team like Central Cass, you got to keep her out there on the floor.
Yeah, you have to trust her that she's going to be able to play with 3 fouls for the rest of this half. You cannot allow the game to get to above 20 or it's over.
We're going to travel in the lane on a feed to Taylor Severson. 6:03 left to play in the first half. Central Cass 19-3 on the year, looking for a trip back to state. Hasn't been that long for the Squirrels since they won the Region 1 championship. You go to Northern Cass, we're talking 2005, their last appearance onto a state tournament. That was a while ago. I dare say it makes me feel old, but some of these players may not have been alive back in 2005.
You're probably right, yes. Most of them, I would guess.
I was in high school, so that makes me feel very old at this point. As Cotton in the corner takes a dribble, looks inside, nothing happening. Will drop back over to Cotton, who will miss the shot. That was Delaney Cotton who missed the shot. Rebound goes to Northern Cass. Handled by Hayden Crockett, drives, up the shoot, will miss. Rebound knocked away by DeConte Smith. Smith didn't do anything fancy, just kept it away from Northern Cass, and it works out for the Squirrels. Up to shoot, Delaney Cotton misses one far iron. Rebound will go to Hayden Crockett. Pass is deflected, and it's loose on the ground, and we're going to get a held ball, and I believe it will go to Central Cass.
2 tremendous hustle plays the last 2 possessions by the Squirrels, knocking the ball out of Josie's hands down on the opposite end by DeConte, and then right here deflecting that hit-ahead pass that they've been so good at this year.
5:15 left to go in the first half. We'll have our first half numbers coming your way here. The story of this half, Claire Cotton, 18 points, 4 made threes. Those 4 made threes, by the way, all came in quarter number 1. Only 2 points here in the second quarter, so you can say she's cooled off, but her team with a nice 16-point lead is coming in to drive was Ava Cotton. Nothing happening for her. Comes to Prock now to Claire Cotton. Over the defender, will miss the shot. Ball gets picked up by Prock now. Feed to a driving Claire Cotton, who will miss the shot. DeConte Smith this time with the putback will miss. And finally the rebound will go to Addie Winterquist. And we're going to see a foul.
DeConte Smith has got to be the hardest player to officiate because she is so strong and so powerful. Most times you catch the ball, you put your shoulder down, knock somebody over. You're getting a charge, but she just catches the ball and girls bounce off of her, so it's hard to officiate her whether she's actually creating space illegally or not.
Yeah, talk about developing from her freshman year on as a 3 from Crockett, and that is good. First made 3 from Northern Cass, the Jaguars' first points here in the second quarter, and they cut this deficit now to 13 points. But you talk about DeConte Smith, bowl in a china shop, I think would define her first few years at varsity, but plays with that same mindset, that same aggression, but has been able to just fine-tune her game.
Yep, absolutely. When she was just an 8th grader, she came out in JV against us when we went to Castleton 4 or 5 years ago, and she would go lightning quick, grab a rebound and have a layup within 5 seconds. I just looked over at Jay like, are you kidding me? Who is this? And to see what she's turned into, filling out physically and turned in and really refining her game, like you said, adding a lot of really high quality moves around the rim in order to score and use her strength as a strength in order to put the ball in the basket.
And I asked Jay about this after their semifinal win. I said, you guys missed DeConte, uncertain if she'd even come back this year with the injury that she had. She came back, missed shot here. She came back. They played well without her, and I said, did that make you guys a better team? And he felt that it allowed some players to really realize where they fit in this team, and then you get her back, and you just kind of look at what it's done for this Central Cass team. Just 3 losses on the season.
Yeah, it forced a lot of role players to take kind of star roles during that time, which made them almost more difficult to defend because you have so many eyes on DeConte when you play against them, and some of the other girls would sometimes defer to her, but that was not the case when she came back. They pretty seamlessly after the first couple of games fit in, and they've played really well, especially since January.
Now you talk about stealing points from when the eyes aren't on those star scorers, and that's really what that did for Central Cass, as you're saying. As a contested 3 will miss for Hayden Crockett. The rebound will be picked up by the Squirrels. That was in the hands of Taylor Severson. 3.5 to go in the second quarter. And Hallie Crockett with the steal will jump on top of the basketball, will throw it around, and no one with clear control. And now it's sent over into the hands of Wintercrest. Kind of the hot potato. No one really wanted to have a clear hand. Well, no one wanted to get caught in a held ball, and ends up going out of bounds. Will go to Central Cass.
I love seeing all the girls diving around on the floor, understanding that this is the biggest game of the entire season for both teams.
And we're going to get a timeout on the court. That is a Bank North timeout. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
And that timeout brought to you by Bank North. Get them online at ibanknorth.com. It's banking anywhere. Member FDIC. 28-14 is the lead right now for Central Cass. The Squirrels' offense has kind of gone a little cold here. Just 4 points coming here in quarter number 2. And this is the opportunity, Coach, for maybe Northern Cass to make up some ground.
Yeah, since they've switched this man-to-man here about 3-4 minutes ago, they've really put the clamps on defensively, especially individually. No one is getting past them to the rim every single possession like Central Cass was when they ran that 1-2-2 against Northern Cass early on.
Ball handled by Hayden Crockett. Crockett averaging 16 a game, just 1 so far in this contest. Hallie Crockett averaging nearly 33, comes up for the long shot, will miss. She leads the team with 11. She's the only double-figure scorer, as Claire Cotton and DeConte Smith will come back out on the court for the Central Cass Squirrels. 2:49 to go in the first half.
Coach Lucas has got Josie Jensen back on the bench here. Wonder if you're sitter for the last 2.5, just the way things have kind of slowed down a little bit in this game.
I would say a 14-point deficit, not ideal, but for a team like Northern Cass, the way their offense runs, it's not out of the realm of possibility to trim that to single figures in this final 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, they can score 3-4 possessions in a row and do it in a blur.
Delaney Cotton will go to the free throw line. And she'll hit the first. 29-14 the score. Northern Cass, one of the highest scoring offenses per game in Class B basketball. The second free throw is good for Delaney Cotton. That will be her 4th, and it is 30-14. Ball handled by Jalbert. Comes to Crockett, held up on the post. Feeds to Hallie Crockett. Looking for some separation from the defense. Will come to Hayden Crockett. Drives up for 2, misses the shot. DeConte Smith one-hands that rebound and leads the charge the other way. Smith to the basket and draws the foul.
Conte did a really nice job of attacking. As soon as that one girl from Northern Cass did not commit to her fully to stop the ball, she attacked right at her outside hip, got to the line.
Conte Smith 19 points a game, coming off a 16-point performance in the semifinals, will hit the first free throw. Seven now for Smith. Second is good, that'll be 8. 32-14 the score, 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go, and Central Cass will get the ball back. Claire Cotton from the top of the key will come over to Delaney Cotton. Feeds over to Liv Severson. Severson, the freshman, 7 points in the second quarter in their win over Sargent County in the Wymer Lidgerwood Hankins in the semifinals. A travel called against DeConte Smith. Something that impresses me about Central Cass is they never get too high and they never get too low. You see DeConte Smith, she wasn't happy with that travel call, but kind of a smile back to her teammates and they're right back on defense.
I think she may have peeked at the scoreboard too on her way back and kept her under control right there. But I think Coach Bachman does a really good job of keeping them pretty flat line throughout the game.
Missed shot comes from Jalbert. Treader had the rebound, and Treader will go to the line to shoot 2. I believe the foul will be on DeConte Smith. That is her first, team 7th. For the final 140, Northern Cass will be in the bonus.
Really important to get at least to 20 here by halftime and try to get it within 10 or 12 would be really nice.
And first shot will take a shooter's bounce for Treader. She'll get to shoot the bonus. .140 left to play in the first half on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Next shot off the side of the iron, DeConte Smith, no surprise there. Pulls in that rebound. Long feed up court, comes to Severson, will miss the shot. Ball controlled by the Squirrels. 19 seconds on the shot clock. And pass attempt to Delaney Cotton gets deflected and finally grabbed at the baseline by Hallie Crockett. They're going to say she was out of bounds. Addie Russ will check back into the game. Kayla Treader will come out. It was 23-11 at the end of the first quarter, powered by 16 points from Claire Cotton. It is now 32-15. Just 4 points here this quarter for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Foul trouble has plagued both teams as an inbound pass comes to Taylor Severson. Will come back over to Ava Cotton, and her shot will come out of bounds. It will go to Northern Cass. 1:10 to go in the half.
Been some terrific individual defense. A lot of these fans are crying for fouls, but when you are square to the offensive player and you have the legal right to jump straight up in the air, it's a lot of legal contact that's going on right now. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Squirrels force a turnover, and it will come to Ava Cotton for 2. 34-15, under a minute to go. And Crockett at the bucket will finish with 2. You can hear the fans wanting an offensive foul, but as you said, right in the rules of the game. As we're going to get an and 1. Delaney Cotton will go to the line. Ellie Lucas becomes the second Jaguar starter with 2 fouls, and you look at these players with 3 fouls, Jensen and Lucas, you're looking at 6'3" and 6'1".
The 2 biggest deterrents at the rim for the Jaguars are now going to be less deterrent here in the second half due to foul trouble.
Delaney Cotton will hit the 3-point play. It's a 20-point lead, largest now for the Squirrels. 32 seconds left to play in the first half. Region 1 Girls Basketball Championship tonight on YourLiveEvent.com, and a fight for the loose ball, and it will stay with Northern Cass. 3-second difference, shot clock and game clock. And inbound shot, and that will be 2 for Tess Jalbert. 37-17, 19 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. DeConte Smith will bring the ball up court. Squirrels going to get this as close to 0 as they can before they take the shot as it comes to DeConte Smith. Smith on the drive, up for 2, will hit it. 10 for DeConte Smith, and a half-court heave will come well short of the iron. Our score here on the half on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in the Region 1 Girls Basketball Championship. Central Cass 39, Northern Cass 19. First half numbers coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant and is set up to do commercial custom seed cleaning for large seed companies or family farms. They seed Dairyland seed corn, soybeans, and alfalfa alongside Westbred certified spring wheat and public spring wheat seed varieties. At Anderson Seed Farms, they don't sell a product that they wouldn't grow on their own farm. Anderson Seed Farms, located in Foreman. For more information, go online to AndersonSeedFarms.com. That's AndersonSeedFarms.com.
Bank of North Dakota wants you to be confident when it's time to make student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident to calculate the maximum amount of student loan debt that is recommended based on your career choice. You can also learn how to apply for financial aid and get tips to cut education expenses. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident today.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position; CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you; Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position; and RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnights. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a four-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
We are back on YourLiveEvent.com. Our score in the half on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Central Cass 39, Northern Cass 19. I'm Joel Morgan. Nathan Hoots with us, Chase Miller along with us here. And the first thing that stands out is that first quarter performance from Claire Cotton. 18 points, 16 came in the first quarter, 4 made threes. I think she really kind of threw off Northern Cass's defense a little bit, and they really had to change their game plan on the fly.
Yeah, they had to switch out of that 1-2-2, by the end of the first quarter. Solid game plan. I like the idea from Coach Lucas running that, and you can't take everything away from Central Cass. You just kind of hope and pray that they miss their open shots, and Claire was not going to allow that to happen her senior year. Possible, last game if those shots don't go down, but she certainly came out and sent a message right away that they're not going to go down without a big-time fight.
It was 23-11 at the end of the first quarter, and then the foul situation came into play on both sides. Central Cass has been without Tori Richter for a stretch. Northern Cass has switched out Josie Jensen and Hayden Crockett probably more than they have wanted to, but for some reason it caused a lull in both offenses. Neither team could really score. Northern Cass hit a few shots, but couldn't get that run they were looking for to end the half.
Yeah, they had an opportunity. They played stellar defense for about 3, 4, or 5 minutes there in that second quarter, and if the offense would have showed up, this game would be probably single digits right now. But Central Cass came out and played spectacular defense that entire first half. I mean, they got 19 points, Northern Cass does. They average over 73 a game this year. And I'm not very good at math, but I don't think double 19 is going to get us to their season average. So fantastic defensive effort here by the Squirrels in the first half.
Let's look at our numbers for Northern Cass. 13 points for Hallie Crockett. Then it's 2 points for Tess Jalbert, Josie Jensen, Hayden Crockett, Kayla Treader, a point apiece. Northern Cass 2 for 6 from the free throw line. 1 made 3, that belongs to Hallie Crockett. For Central Cass, 18 points for Claire Cotton. DeConte Smith with 10, Delaney Cotton with 7, 3 points for Ava Cotton. Liv Severson with 2 points coming off the bench. 4 made threes for Central Cass. They all belong to Claire Cotton. 11 for 18 from the free throw line. The Squirrels taking advantage of some of those free throw opportunities and kind of edging themselves here in front just a little bit further. That's really how much this foul situation has made a difference in this game.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but the game is extremely physical. Everybody that watches Region 1 basketball from outside of Region 1, is kind of baffled at how physical the game is here. And, if the refs wanted to call every little ticky-tack foul, we'd be playing with 5 girls that are usually playing JV here in a region championship game, and I'm glad they're not allowing them to do that. Hopefully, the girls that have 3 in this first half can figure things out, make the adjustment individually, and be able to play the entire second half.
This is our halftime report here at the Region 1 Girls Basketball Championship game on YourLiveEvent.com. Central Cass leads 39-19. Second half coming up when we return.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136. Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
The dedicated staff at Weimer Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Weimer Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer. Plus, check out their selection of Alto's lawnmowers or bring your Alto's lawnmower for service. Weimer Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry and sell sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours specials or CarQuest auto products, go online to WeimerAuto.com. Weimer Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Weimer.
In times like...
We are back on YourLiveEvent.com. Second half about to get underway. 8 minutes goes up on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And hey, get ready for the best 10 days of summer at the Red River Valley Fair, July 7th through 16. Grandstand entertainment includes Dan and Shay, Shinedown, Jelly Roll, Leonard Skinner, and a whole lot more. Get your tickets now at RedRiverValleyFair.com. As our second half underway, Northern Cass needs this quarter to survive onto the fourth. As it comes to DeConte Smith, and she'll hit two right away, her 12th of the game. She'll open second half scoring.
Great first play by Coach Bachman out of the halftime set there.
Ball handled by Crockett, a future Jamestown Jimmy, up for two off the side of the backboard. And Tori Richter, who missed significant time in the first half with foul trouble, back out on the court, tries to get a pass to Claire Cotton, comes off her hands and will go out of bounds.
I bet Tori played a combined 5 minutes in that first half, so she has got to be the freshest of everyone out there right now.
Which the level of intensity she brings defensively, it could spell bad news for Northern Cass.
Absolutely.
Drive for Crockett, denied by DeConte Smith and picked up by Richter. Richter sends a feed over to Severson, now to Smith, drives the baseline, throws a pass in the lane. It's picked up by Cotton. Comes to Smith, up for two, gets the bucket, fourth straight for DeConte Smith to start the second half.
It's kind of her entire repertoire right there in about 30 seconds. The defensive block and then the play down here on offense.
Josie Jensen turns and hits two. That's her fourth of the game. 43-21. Jaguars need to get that offense going, but I think more importantly is they can't go point to point. They need a good, long 8, 10, 12-point run here right now. Cotton up for two, misses the shot, and rebound out of bounds. They will give it to Northern Cass. Squirrels not happy with the ball not coming their way, but they'll be brought up court here by Hayden Crockett, guarded by Richter. Crockett to the rim, up for two, misses the shot, and a battle for the rebound. And we will see a held ball. We'll go to Northern Cass.
Hayden got one of her first good looks in quite some time there. She pretty impressive crossover dribble to beat Richter. Wasn't able to get the floater to fall.
Addie Russ at the baseline. Puts it in bounds, picked up by Jensen from the elbow for two. That's four straight for Jensen. So that erases the 4 points scored by DeConte Smith. We mentioned not being able to go point for point right now is Northern Cass. They need to stop here and they need to start a run.
That's a good sign. Josie hitting a couple jumpers in a row. She can get warm in a hurry.
Was just shy of a triple-double in their win against Kindred. As a deep three on the way, that one will miss backboard right, and the rebound will go to Cotton inside to Richter. Off Jensen, will miss the shot, and Jensen gets the rebound. Here comes Crockett. Crockett comes to the corner. We'll go to Rust. To Hallie Crockett. Contested three is good.
Good little answer here offensively from the Jaguars. Need to keep getting stops defensively, though.
Under 5.5 to go in the third quarter. And stay tuned after this game. We'll have an announcement of the all-region team, the region awards, as well as we'll get a chance to talk to members of the winning team. So a whole lot is coming your way in the postgame as Chase Miller out there on the sidelines will get a chance. So you'll get a chance to visit after this game is done as Crockett gets a steal, tries to go coast to coast, up for two, misses the shot, rebound batted around into the hands of Taylor Severson. Long pass is able to find Delaney Cotton. And a timeout taken by the Central Cass Squirrels. That is a Bank North timeout. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. a place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
When it comes to farming, Green Iron Equipment is a slam dunk.
Our sales team will give you a one-on-one experience when looking for a new piece of machinery.
Our service department will guard your equipment against breakdowns and keep you running the entire season.
Use Green Iron Equipment to assist you with your data in the John Deere Operations Center.
We've got all the right parts to beat the competition.
Good luck to all teams from Green Iron Equipment.
And that was a Bank North timeout. Bank North offers a perfect sync for your busy life with their online banking and mobile app. Wherever you go, take Bank North along the way. Visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, proud supporter of our communities. Northern Cass has a full quarter in just under 5 minutes to try to mount this big comeback. And Chase, there were some discussions about how they can sway this game. What's going to be the focus for the Jaguars?
Well, an update to Tori Richter, Joel, on my way back. She's got a bloody lip right now, so Richter's getting attended to by one of the trainers here for Central Cass. But DC Lucas was saying, hey, what we got to end up doing from a Northern Cass point of view is continue to play smart. They feel like they're getting the rhythm back on their side and crash the boards, both offensively and defensively. Second chance opportunities and one and done for Central Cass. And Joel, it's a good 7-0 run right now for Northern Cass in the last 90 seconds.
All right, thank you, Chase. DeConte Smith, in front of the scorer's table to inbound. Comes to Claire Cotton, knocked away, and Hayden Crockett trying to pick up the dribble and get away from the defense. She will, as she feeds over to Kayla Treader, left side. Treader for three, and that one just inside of the rim. What will come out into the hands of Delaney Cotton. Cotton will feed to Smith. Sends a pass over to the hands of Severson. Back to Cotton. Deep three on the way. Her fifth three of the game for Claire Cotton. That is 21 points.
Good coaches of good teams sense when momentum shifts, even when you have big leads. And I think Coach Bachman sensed that a little momentum was flipping before he took that time out there. And it's been a nice answer from Central Cass.
And Jensen will turn and hit two. Jensen 8 in this game, 6 this quarter. Squirrels handling the basketball is Delaney Cotton. Moving towards the near side. Cotton takes a look. Will come to DeConte Smith. 20 on the shot clock. 4 minutes left to play in the quarter. And 2 for DeConte Smith. DeConte Smith with a little off speed with that drive. Just kind of looked like, I'm going to pass it. They held off as a deep three will miss for Crockett. And the rebound will come to DeConte Smith. Lead to Claire Cotton. Will come to Severson, to DeConte Smith. Misses the three. Rebound brought down by Ellie Lucas. Will feed to Hayden Crockett. These two teams met in the semifinals last year. Hayden Crockett for three, hits it. Second made three of the half for Northern Cass.
I think from here on out, anytime you get more than arm length of space, you're going to have to let it fly and hope that if it doesn't go in, your big offensive rebounders can take care of business.
So far, it's been point for point between these two teams. That three will kind of offset it there a little bit for Northern Cass as they're going to get a steal. And looks like we might see a foul. We will. That will be against DeConte Smith. That will be her second, team's first of the half. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left in the third quarter. Region 1 championship on the line. Don't forget, beginning next week, we will have coverage of the Region 1 boys basketball tournament as they will get into their play-in round, as well as coverage of EDC quarterfinals. Three from the corner on the way, good for Treader. 48-34. Talk about a momentum shift again. That is 3 threes, and that has been big for Northern Cass.
Yeah, they're going to have to almost forget about helping off and hope that their individual defenders one-on-one can take care of business, because you can't leave the shooters here the rest of the way.
DeConte Smith will miss the shot. Ball grab baseline by Cotton. Backhands a pass to Richter, who will miss the shot. And we're going to see a jump ball that will stay with Central Cass. Richter baseline, 2:29 to go in the third quarter. And it took too long for the Squirrels to get this one in. You don't see that too often with Central Cass.
Yeah, Jaguars did a nice job. They kind of switched everything and went under the screens. If they didn't switch, that's really difficult to get the ball inbounds when you're playing pressure like that.
Ball comes to Crockett. Crockett, a made three here in this quarter, feeds to Jensen. Jensen up for two, will miss the shot. Rebound Treader, and Treader feeds to Hallie. Crockett drives, draws the foul. Crockett will get 2 free throws.
It's really unfortunate for Cotton there, where she fell in the middle of the lane, and if you get stepped on, it's still a blocking foul just because you're laying in the restricted area. You can't be a help defender in the restricted area and make any contact.
First free throw attempt for the Jaguars here in the second half. Let's see if they can take advantage of these trips to the free throw line, as the first shot is good for Crockett. Northern Cass was 2 for 6 in the first half on free throw attempts. It's now a 13-point game. Central Cass has been down by as much as 20. Northern Cass, rather, is the second made free throw for Crockett. Right now a 12-point game. Cotton will feed this one to Richter. Richter closed in. On to Claire Cotton, over to Delaney Cotton, to the hands of Mickey Prochnow. 17 seconds on the shot clock, and we're going to get a foul. That will be against Kayla Treader, her second. 1:53 to go in the quarter. Even though it's a 12-point deficit for Northern Cass, you start to feel that momentum on their side as Crockett will steal this one away. Crockett trying to get free of DeConte Smith, will lose this one, and a fight for the loose ball, and I believe it goes to Central Cass. It will.
You're going to see a lot of turnovers and probably a lot of easy baskets for Central Cass here, the way that Northern Cass has taken so many chances, but they have to. If they want to keep clawing their way back into the game, they got to keep forcing turnovers.
Laney Cotton will bring this one across half court. Comes to DeConte Smith. It was 23-11 at the end of the first quarter, 39-19 at the half. Just an 8-point second quarter for Northern Cass, making up for it here as they cut their deficit down to 12. Driving, DeConte Smith will miss the shot, had the rebound knocked down. Richter has it, hook shot for Richter, will miss, putback will miss, and a scramble for the ball, and jump ball this time goes to Northern Cass.
Really good job there by Josie Jensen, not fouling. That would have been just deflating if she would have had to go out with her 4th foul there, but making contact just with the ball.
Minute 15 to go in the third quarter. Region 1 Girls Championship tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Our third place game, Kindred winning 72-47. Kindred pulling away in that one in the third quarter as long 2 will miss for Crockett. Rebound batted around, picked up by Mickey Prochnow, and will come to Delaney Cotton up for the layup, will miss. Richter the rebound, bounces a pass to Cotton, and she will be fouled. That will be, it looks like Josie Jensen will be called for her 4th, and she came down hard an extra second, and she is up off the court.
There was the 4th foul there. It's unfortunate anytime transition happens and your big girl's back. Gutsy leaving her in here with 4 fouls here to end the third quarter.
Claire Cotton is going to go to the free throw line for 2. Will miss the first. 54 seconds left to play in the third quarter, and they will make some changes here. One of them will be Jensen coming out.
I think that's the right call. You don't want an emotional 5th foul after, they've really clawed their way back into this one.
Cotton will make the second, 22 for her. 49-36 is a 13-point game. And DeConte Smith bats away a pass, but it comes out of bounds. Right away, Tess Jalbert looking at Kayla Treader, kind of to discuss what they can do differently on this inbound to get away from this full court defense being put on by Northern Cass. Comes to Treader near side. Feeds down low to Jalbert, misses the shot. Mickey Prochnow, the rebound, will lose it out of bounds. And it'll go to Central Cass, 40.6 seconds left in the quarter.
The Cast really needs a stop and a score here to finish this quarter in style. They've really done a nice job of clawing their way back into it, but don't want it to get it up to 15 or 16 here to finish.
Delaney Cotton with the ball, and it'll be a block against Tess Jalbert. That is going to be her third. Ellie Lucas, Tess Jalbert, and Josie Jensen, 3+ fouls. Jensen with 4. Also looking at Hayden Crockett and Kayla Treader with 2 fouls apiece. Inbound comes to Claire Cotton. Shot clock is off in the final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Richter looks around, comes to Smith. Now to the corner, Claire Cotton for 3. Hits far iron, and it's out of bounds, and it looked like it came off the hand of Delaney Cotton. That's what the officials will say. Inbound to Hayden Crockett. Finds Treader. Treader a feed to Jalbert. Now to Lucas, up for 2, gets it.
Big shot right there.
It's an 11-point game, and the third quarter will end. The heave is up and will miss. 3 complete quarters here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Our score in the Region 1 Girls Basketball Championship game, Central Cass 49, Northern Cass 38. Fourth quarter coming up when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
If your car or farm equipment has a chip or scratch in the windshield, contact Hope Glass today. Whether it's removal and install on a combine to enhancing a 1967 Ford Classic, Hope Glass takes care of everything from chip repair, mobile glass, and custom cut glass. Say hi to Chris or Jack today by stopping up by Hope Glass in Hope, North Dakota, or call Chris at 701-866-8299, or dial up Jack at 314-566-7995 at Hope Glass.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
We are back on YourLiveEvent.com. Final 8 minutes of this contest on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Central Cass 49, Northern Cass 38. Joel Morgan, Nathan Hoots, Chase Miller here on this broadcast. I would say going to the fourth quarter, you feel better if you're Northern Cass down by 10, but they'll take 11 here in this game.
Absolutely. It did their job. Almost cut the lead in half in that third quarter, and then just keep, getting stops and scores. That's all you can ask for.
Richter will feed this one over to Delaney Cotton. Comes to DeConte Smith, drives, gets fouled. DeConte Smith will get 2 shots.
A really nice job of creating that contact there by DeConte and getting to the line.
Hallie Crockett called for her first. Crockett, 18 points, leads Northern Cass in scoring. Claire Cotton, 22 points, 16 coming in the first quarter, leads all scores. DeConte Smith scores her 17th.
And something DeConte Smith said, guys, in the break there, a senior leader saying, hey, we got to do our job defensively. We have to know where the shooters are at, and specifically where Crockett and Jensen are going to be on the floor.
Second free throw good for Smith. It is 51-38, 7.5 to go. Don't forget, we'll have our region presentation after this game as an and one for Jensen.
Big bucket, big answer right there from Josie, playing with 4 fouls. It's going to be tough for her to be quite the impact defensively here in this fourth quarter, but she can certainly score with the best of them.
And the three-point play is good.
Got it to 10.
11 points for Jensen in this game. Jaguars can ill afford with under 7.5 to play to go point for point. Again, they have not had that run. They had that 7-0 run last quarter, but they have not had that sustained run as a trip to the foul line is coming up. Free throw line, rather, is coming to Severson.
That'll be Lucas's 4th to go along with Josie's 4th.
And again, the biggest thing that stands out is 6-3 and 6-1 in your starting lineup is no fouls left to give.
Right, that's going to be tough for them to play, 7 minutes of basketball without committing at least one.
And Severson, the senior, gets her first point, 52-41. Second one will come off the side of the backboard, and Ellie Lucas is right there for the rebound. You need the rebounding of Lucas and Jensen. You need their defense. You need their height advantage. Down right now by 11 as inside to Jensen, up for two, misses the shot, and I think we're going to see a a foul on Crockett on that rebound.
And now the rest of the way, every time they foul, no matter where we're at, shooting her on the floor, we're going to be shooting bonus.
Lucas will check out of the game. Tess Jalbert will come in. And if you're a bench player right now, your goal is obviously you want to stay in the plus or not get in the minus points-wise from your time on the court, but you might have to contribute some points.
Yep.
A little bit more on the offense. Richter onto the near side. Smith comes back across to Claire Cotton. If you're Central Cass, you can be quick, but you don't have to hurry. Kind of attrition a little bit here for the Squirrels with this 11-point lead and time on their side. As it comes to DeConte Smith up to shoot, will miss it, rebound, gets tipped out of bounds, and it comes back in play. Jensen will turn this one over as the shot will miss. Rebound is picked up by Severson. Ball comes to DeConte Smith, up for two.
They just took 55 seconds off the clock, and it resulted in 2 points. That's about as good as it can get right there.
And one for Hallie Crockett. Foul on DeConte Smith, her third. So now DeConte Smith and Tori Richter, 3 fouls apiece. Kayla Treader will come in.
It's awesome to see the best players on the floor make big plays when their team needs it the most, and right there they needed a big bucket after that long defensive possession. 3-point play.
Crockett will get it for 21st. Almost feels like a quiet 21 for Crockett on this one, as it's a 10-point game. This is the hump, right? This is where Northern Cass has not been able to get over this hump in this game.
Get it to single digits. That's just going to make them, make Central Cass even more nervous.
Missed shot by Cotton, and getting knocked down is Crockett, and it will be a foul, and it might be on Richter. Richter or Cotton? Claire Cotton second. A little bit of a sigh of relief if you're Central Cass, knowing that Richter is not going to be called for her fourth. And inbound will go to Jalbert. Feeds to Treader. Across, missed shot off the side of the iron for Jensen, and the rebound to Claire Cotton. 5 minutes, 35 seconds and counting left in this one on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And a feed to Claire Cotton, and it's knocked out of bounds by Hallie Crockett.
Defensive intensity both ways has really ratcheted up here. It's going to be a fun last 5.5.
Inbound comes to Severson, drives, comes to Claire Cotton. Northern Cass gets this one under double digits. That'll be the first time since the first quarter. You're going to hear those Jaguar fans erupt, but first they need the stop. They'll take the steal from Crockett. Crockett leads the charge and bumps off Richter. No foul call, and the ball will go to Central Cass. And a feed to Claire Cotton, and she will be fouled by Treader. Treader now with 3 fouls. Cotton will get 2 shots.
Unfortunate sequence of events there for Northern Cass, but once again, she was in great position to draw the charge, and it was probably closer to a charge than it was to a block right there.
And shot from Cotton, that will miss. It's a 10-point game. 5 minutes, 2 seconds left. We're going to get a timeout taken by the Central Cass Squirrels. This timeout brought to you by Bank North. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
When we think March, we think crop insurance. Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We will be hosting a March farmer meeting to discuss the 2023 outlook, which will include examples using set spring MPCI prices and share strategies that are geared towards protecting your revenue and preserving your equity. Let us at Irie Insurance be your crop insurance partner. Join us for our meeting in Hillsborough on Thursday, March 2nd at 8 a.m. For location details, please visit our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
The Kindred School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
54-44, Central Cass leads in the Region 1 Girls Basketball Championship game. And Chase, the Jaguars trying to climb back in, and I got to imagine they want to keep up that intensity.
Yeah, what DC Lucas said there at the break, hey, the first thing that we got to do is take care of the ball. If we have fast break numbers, take it, but don't force it. We don't have to chase the game quite yet. Biggest thing, get it to single digits as quickly as possible and have a downhill mentality.
And Cotton will hit the free throw. It is 55-44. Crockett to shoot off the backboard, rebound batted around, comes to Hayden Crockett, who hits the putback. And there it is.
Got it to 9. It's impressive they've gotten it down this far against this quality of a team. Got a lot of work left to do, though.
Ball handled by Claire Cotton. Feed inside, we'll go to Delaney. Cotton now to Richter, drives the rim, up to shoot, won't get it, rebound Jensen. And Jensen turns it over. And it's down low, scramble for the loose ball, out of bounds, and it looks like they're going to call a foul on Treader. And Treader's fourth. And that's going to put Cotton to the line. She will shoot the 1-and-1. It's a tough foul to take, but you got to get those loose balls. You can't pull up. There's no more 50-50 balls. If you're Northern Cass, they got to be 70-30 balls, 80-20 balls in your favor.
Exactly. That's what I tell the girls. Anytime we're playing and we're scrambling like this, 80-20 is the minimum. We have to go out and get on the floor every single time.
First free throw good for Cotton. 24 points, trying to make it 25. She does. 57-46, an 11-point game. Jaguars got it within single digits, first time since the first quarter. And Jensen is fouled. That will go against Taylor Severson, her second. Foul number 6 for the Central Cass Squirrels, so they got one to give before they start giving trips to the free throw line to Northern Cass. Kayla Treader at the baseline to inbound. Inbound to Jensen. Dribbles up for 2, off the backboard is going to miss. Rebound winds up in the hands of Tess Jalbert. She'll turn and shoot. That will miss. This time it's Severson getting the missed shot. We are at the halfway point of the final quarter. Northern Cass down by 11. Ball comes to DeConte Smith. Smith bounces it to Richter. And Central Cass can use as much time as they need to here. Well, of course, working in the confines of the shot clock, but they had that one possession, 55 seconds, all resulting in 2 points. As DeConte Smith is going to be fouled by Crockett.
Kind of let her get away with that first bit of contact, and then she went for more, and unfortunately that time got called for it.
Smith to the line. DeConte Smith, she has not missed a free throw in this game. She is 6 for 6. 20 points for DeConte Smith. She gets the first. 58-46, 12-point game. Central Cass is led by as much as 20. Second is good. 22 for DeConte Smith, 59-46. Our last Region 1 championship game, and in Region 1 as we know it, with the reclassification coming up next year, we'll have a 3-class system here in the state of North Dakota beginning next year, as that is a timeout. That is a Bank North timeout. It's banking anywhere. Visit them online at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, a proud supporter of their communities. Joel Morgan, Chase Miller, Nathan Hoots here on this Region 1 Basketball Championship broadcast, and it really has been an incredible effort by Northern Cass here in the second half. They were down 39-19 at the half. They made it 59-46, got it within 9. This next 3 minutes, 38 seconds. If you're Coach Lucas, I got to imagine you're saying this needs to be the game of your life here in this next 3:38.
Absolutely. You know, we got to string together some stops and scores, do whatever you possibly can. Hallie Crockett needs a touch on every single possession, in my opinion. Let her be the determining factor, whether or not she's going to shoot or get inside touches to Josie, or maybe she can draw some attention from the defenders, kick it out, hit her sister for a couple open shots. She hasn't got many good looks today, so if those shots start falling, 3.5 minutes, the way they score and how fast they can score, there's no reason they can't make up 13 points.
And that is the end of the iBank North timeout. 3:38 left in this game.
In that timeout, Joel, for Central Cass, Jay Bachman was talking about press breaking. Make sure they play smart and they rip through the ball. Got to be strong, and they're going to put DeConte Smith up top on the zone press breaker.
Treader will inbound to Hayden Crockett. Feeds this one to Hallie Crockett. DeConte Smith will tip this one away. Smith has Crockett on her tail and one.
That might have been the backbreaker right there. All the momentum has swung in about a minute and a half of game time here, from fully with the Jaguars to almost 180-degree swing now with the Squirrels.
DeConte Smith scores her 25th, and it is 62-46.
Little side note, that was Hallie's 4th foul right there.
4 fouls, all coming in this third quarter for Crockett. When the game has been on the line, she's had to step up the intensity, as Cotton will be fouled by Hayden Crockett. That's Hayden Crockett's 3rd.
Starting to see a championship team step up in a big-time moment. Just 2 minutes ago it was 9 points, and they've stretched it out to 16 here, trying to make it 17 or 18.
Delaney Cotton at the free throw line to shoot 2. And she'll knock down the first. 63-46 the score. And Ellie Lucas will come back into the game. DC Lucas, no choice but to put his 6'1 junior back out on the court. Next free throw is good. That is 9 for Delaney Cotton. 65-46 the score. 64-46 the score. Crockett for 3. Off the iron. Rebound picked up by Cotton, and it's stolen away. Hayden Crockett trying to get control of the basketball. Tori Richter has it, and we're going to get a tie-up. And it will go to Northern Cass. Addie Rust will come back into the game for the Jaguars. Coming out will be Kayla Treader. I believe all 5 starters now back out on the court. Yep, all 5 starters back out on the court for both teams late in this game. Inbound to Jensen, turns, shoots off the end of the iron, right into the hands of Taylor Severson. Under 3 to play.
Those shots that were falling in that third quarter when they scored so well just aren't quite going down here. Might be a little tired legs. The stress of playing with foul trouble the whole game, a lot of those things can add up.
Jaguars were down by 20 at the half, 39-19. Is Richter looking to draw the contact, knocked away by Jensen. Nice job by Jensen avoiding the foul. It was 55-46 with 4:45 left to play in this game, and that's the closest the Jaguars have been since this game started. Up for 3, missing the shot is Addie Rust. It's picked up by Richter at the baseline. Richter with the feed to Cotton. Back to Richter, takes a look on the drive, and ball gets set in motion.
That's a really underrated play right there by Central Cass. No need to force anything. Now you can run an extra 15 to 20 seconds off the clock.
In the Region 3 title game, EKM defeated Linton 41-38. As
a little different style of basketball here, just a little ways to the east.
66-46, and that 20-point lead has returned for Central Cass as a 3 is hit by Crockett. 66-49, a minute and a half to go, and Central Cass looking to close out here for win number 20 in a Region 1 championship. Hayden Crockett will be called for her 4th foul. Can't say enough about what Northern Cass did in the second half of this game to make it a 9-point game.
It takes so much energy to cut that lead like they did from 20 down to 9. Unfortunately, to keep that energy level continuously for 18 or 16 minutes in the second half is tough. But, kudos to Central Cass for answering the bell there, 5-6 minutes to go in the game. And they just showed their championship medal and fired away.
Cotton will miss the second free throw. She has 26 as she is the game's lead scorer, and the ball will come to Claire Cotton. Central Cass fans on their feet, the student section on their feet, ready to celebrate a Region 1 championship for the Squirrels. DeConte Smith to the basket, gets 2 more, and DeConte Smith takes over as the game's lead scorer with 27 at 69-49. 57 seconds left to play. Squirrels will end their season 18-5. 2 of those losses coming against this Central Cass team. 51.5 seconds left to play.
Even though this isn't going to end the way that Hallie Crockett wanted to, hats off to her tremendous career, over 2,000 points. I heard she had 52 in a game this year. Just a fantastic career for her, and I hope she does nothing but great things at Jamestown.
She demolished the record book for Northern Cass girls basketball. Just absolutely demolished it. On top of that, a state championship in volleyball to boot for the senior.
Fantastic athletic career.
Down to the final 25 seconds. Kick to Richter. On to DeConte Smith. Smith drives up for 2, will miss. And the Central Cass Squirrels going to run out this final 15 seconds. These Squirrels back to the state basketball tournament as we have 9 seconds left. Everyone wearing red is on their feet in attendance as this score is about to become final. Congratulations to the Central Cass Squirrels. They are the Region 1 champions, and they are moving on to state. They win this one 69-49. Our postgame show is coming your way next.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
And we're here on our post-game show, our final on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Congratulations on Central Cass, Region 1 champion. 69-49, they defeat the Northern Cass Jaguars. Jaguars finished their season 18-5. Central Cass 20-3 on the season, onto the state tournament. An impressive performance from both teams. They both gave their best, and Central Cass's best was just better tonight.
Yeah, they got tremendous efforts from so many girls, starting with Claire Cotton there in that first quarter, getting them off to a good start, and then DeConte kind of took them across the finish line there in the fourth quarter.
Our final numbers here: Claire Cotton finishes with 26 points. DeConte Smith finishes with 27 points. Hallie Crockett will finish with 21 to lead Northern Cass. And here's our announcement of the all-region team. Let's get that here for you.
When your name is called, please come out to the court to receive your award. We will begin with, from Kindred, Casey Berner. From Central Cass, Delaney Cotton. From Central Cass, Claire Cotton. From Northern Cass, Hayden Crockett. Northern Cass, Hallie Crockett. From Enderlin, Genevieve Gruba. From Lisbon, Kyra Heckerell. From Maple River, Addison Hanig. From Northern Cass, Josie Jensen. From Winemere, Lidgerwood, Hankinson, Gracie Kaczynski. From Kindred, Charlie McQuillan. From Sargent County, Hallie Nelson. From Central Cass, Tori Richter. From Richland, Elena Schmidt. And from Central Cass, DeConte Smith. We're going to take a brief moment for a group picture of the all-region team. Give a big round of applause to the gals for the 2023 Region 1 all-region team.
And there we go. That's the announcement of the all-region girls basketball team as they're getting ready for their picture, and then we'll get a chance to get the naming of their AD of the Year, Senior Athlete of the Year, as well as Coach of the Year here in Region 1 basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a set of card keys turned into the scorers table for a Honda. If you're missing your Honda.
Not the announcement I thought was coming through the line there. So we are getting our picture of our Region 1 team. And I believe now will be the announcement of the awards going out here.
It's time now for the Region 1 individual awards, which are the Athletic Director of the Year, Coach of the Year, and the Region 1 Senior Athlete of the Year. As selected by fellow Region 1 athletic directors, the 2022-2023 Region 1 Athletic Director of the Year is, from Enderlin, Calvin Kraft.
So Calvin Kraft named the Region 1 AD of the Year.
As selected by the fellow Region 1 coaches, the Region 1 Girls Basketball Coach of the Year, From Maple River, Nathan Hoots.
So Nathan Hoots named Coach of the Year, our broadcast partner here through our last two games. He's coming out to get his Coach of the Year award. So congratulations to Nathan Hoots on winning that Coach of the Year award. And finally,
And
now the
as
Senior Athlete
selected
of
by
the
the
Year.
Region 1 coaches, the Region 1 2022-2023 Senior Athlete of the Year for girls basketball, from Northern Cass, Harry Crockett. Now we'd like to present the trophies to the Region 1 championship teams. Would representatives from each of the teams please come out and accept the trophy when your team is called? The 2023 Region 1 second place team is the Northern Cass Jaguars. And the Region 1 champions are the Central Cass Squirrels. The Squirrels will advance to represent Region 1 at next week's state Class B basketball tournament, which will be held in Minot March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. The head coaches of the 8 qualifying teams have used an electronic process to...
And there we go. There's our announcements of our awards. First off, Coach, congratulations. Region 1's Coach of the Year. Did you see that one coming?
I did not. We got a lot of really good coaches in this region, so it's an absolute honor to be named that.
I'll spill the secret. Me and Chase knew about it this whole time. So we had to do games with you knowing that you would be getting that award. So congratulations. A great job with your program this year. And
thank you.
The last few years getting your program to where it was. And obviously not the way you wanted your year to end, but a big turnaround for your program. So congratulations on that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And we are getting our awards getting handed out here. We're going to take a break. We got more of our post-game show coming up next.
Mindeck Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing in the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Get ready for the Easter season and Mother's Day weekend with local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. From chippers, chocolates, jellies, and more, you can find it all at Mindeck Market. Stop by the store to build your own gift packs or check out their website at mindeckmarket.com. That's mindeckmarket.com to shop and order online.
At Mobility Plus Rehabilitation, our mission is to provide exceptional physical and occupational therapy with highly skilled therapists who live in your community. Mobility Plus looks to minimize your pain and maximize mobility that quickly allows you to live the quality of life you desire. Your mobility is our top priority. To find a location near you or for more information, go online to mobilityplus.biz. That's mobilityplus.biz.
The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, and the 2023 season will be their biggest yet. 6 classes a weekly racing each Friday night beginning May 5th, plus World of All Out late models on June 28th, World of All Out sprint cars on August 26th, plus the Sanders Stock Car Challenge, 2-night Howie Schill NRA late model special, Big Iron Race, and much more on the schedule. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information. Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Hoef, a passion that grows.
Hi, this is Steve Dalen from Piper's Auction and Realty. We have an excellent auction featuring 425 acres of great cropland located in Cass County, North Dakota. The Nelson Family Cropland Auction will take place at the Governor's Inn, Castleton, North Dakota, starting at 3 p.m. on March 14th. This will be a live and online auction. High-quality cropland near Arthur, North Dakota rarely hits the open market. Don't miss this sale. For questions, call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
And welcome back to our post-game show here. A win for Central Cass onto the state tournament, 69-49. They defeat Northern Cass. And let's send it over here to Chase Miller. Chase.
Thank you very much, Joe. With us, Senior Athlete of the Year in Region 1, Hallie Crockett. Hallie, I know that's a bittersweet, but still it talks about a tremendous career, a tremendous senior season. What does that mean to be nominated and win the Senior Athlete of the Year from your peers and coaches?
It means a lot to me, for sure. I mean, a big thank you to my teammates, coaches, all the coaches around Region 1 that believed in me too, so I appreciate it a lot. It's very special to me. You know that you're the only senior after you had the senior 6 in volleyball. You're the lone senior here, so what was it like being the elder statesman throughout the year? I mean, really, I gained great relationships with the younger classmen. I mean, I got to be a great leader on the floor, and I hope that they learned a lot from me this year and can continue that on next year. So.
And you mentioned that as well. What are some things that you hope that your sister, the juniors that are coming up, and the freshmen, what's one thing that you hope that you kind of left for them and kind of the continuing building process of stepping stones that we've seen this program make over the last couple of years?
I mean, just keep building the culture at Northern Cass basketball. I mean, we went from a losing record to a winning record, so I'm very proud of what we built over the years. Just being a great leader out there, having fun with the game. At the end of the day, it's basketball, but just enjoy it and build those relationships with others.
Hallie, congratulations on a tremendous season. Best of luck next year at the University of Jamestown, and we'll see you down the line.
Thank you so much.
That again, Hallie Crockett with us. Joel, let's toss it back to you.
Thank you, Chase. Hallie Crockett, Senior Athlete of the Year. Again, that is tough to win that award, knowing that your season has come to an end, but she has just been a fantastic senior season for her.
Yeah, and extremely classy the way that she handled that interview right there. To see how she's grown as a player since she was an 8th grader has been unfortunate for me coaching against her, but she's just tremendous. Everything she does with pretty much every ounce of ability that she has, and Jamestown's getting a pretty special kid.
Let's talk about our final numbers in this one. Northern Cass gets 21 from Crockett. Again, the Senior Athlete of the Year. 11, Josie Jensen. Hayden Crockett finishes with 9. Kayla Treader with 4. Ellie Lucas, Tess Jalbert, 2 points apiece. For Central Cass, it was DeConte Smith with 27 points. Claire Cotton finishes with 26 points. 11 points for Delaney Cotton. Ava Cotton with 3. Liv Severson with 2 points. Looks like Chase Miller might be ready to go here one more time. Chase.
Thank you very much, Joe. Joining us now, one of the seniors here, part of the 7 seniors, Tori Richter. Tori, what does it mean this season for the senior class? A lot of experience. You've been to state. You've been at the Minot State Dome. But what does it mean this season to get back to the Magic City?
I mean, it's incredibly exciting. Senior year, nothing beats it. To be able to go to state with my best friends and, the younger girls that we've had on this team this year. They've always supported us. They're hype all on the bench. And those young girls stepping into some important roles, especially this game. Me getting into foul trouble early, Ava and Liv really stepped into a huge defensive role.
And the one thing about this game, very physical. You got a little bloody lip on this one, but you knew it was going to be physical going into this game. Ultimately, what kind of changed in the second quarter particularly to kind of get you out on that run and kind of feel like, okay, we're in control of this game in terms of how you want to play it, Tori?
Definitely us pushing the floor. I think that was our biggest asset coming into this game. If we could run the floor, get them tired with our depth, that would help us a lot. And I think in the second quarter we did that a lot better.
And then Claire Cotton going off with those threes. I see the big grin on your face when she gets going. What does that do for this team?
It's awesome when she gets going. There's no stopping her. Even with a hand in her face, she's going to knock down those shots. And I'm so proud of her, the way she's played all season and especially tonight.
How sweet is it to get another basketball week with this team?
It's awesome. I mean, thinking of this morning, I did not want this to be the end of our career. This is not the end of our ride together. So I'm really excited to have another week and get 3 more games with these girls.
Hey, Tori, congratulations. Best of luck in Minot coming up next week.
Thank you.
That again, Tori Richter here. Joel, let's toss it back to you courtside.
All right, thank you, Chase. Tori Richter, one of the seniors for the Central Cass Squirrels. Again, a very experienced team was this Squirrels team coming into this game. Time to give some of our post-game awards, and we will start with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. And our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, that one is going to go to Claire Cotton. Claire Cotton, 26 points, 16 in the first quarter, 4 made threes. She was the tone setter in this game. That's why she's the Energy Player of the Game.
Absolutely. Just you're always nervous as a coach who's going to show up there in that first quarter to kind of get the seal off the rim, and she did that immediately and just kind of set the tone for the entire game.
So she is the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Enbridge, Energy for Life, Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And Chase Miller getting ready here for another interview with us. Let's send it back over to Chase. Chase.
Thank you very much, Joel. Joining us now, Delaney Cotton. And Delaney, congratulations on making it back to the state tournament. What did it take for 4 quarters in this game against a rival Northern Cast to find your way dancing back to the Magic City?
Well, for this game, we knew that Hallie, she's a great player. She's going to shoot. She's a threat from all positions. So we knew we had to stop her. We had to stop her sister. And they have some big girls. We had to just rebound. We really just had to outwork them, and that's what we did.
A very big game. I know Jay talked about defense, and he preaches it throughout the season. What is it about this defense? 1 through 7 of the seniors. You add a couple of youngsters on it. What is it about this defense that makes it so difficult for opponents to get in rhythm?
Well, honestly, our defense, we try to take away the lane, and we just kind of all work together as like one unit, and it's hard to stop a whole team compared to just one-on-one.
And then you had Claire going off early in the first quarter, DeConte able to make it in the middle. What makes it so tough offensively at particular times for this club from your point of view when people can't just key on one Central Cast player?
No, it's awesome. And like every night you never know who's going to go off. So like tonight, Claire was just hitting threes, and I told her, just keep letting them fly. And so I knew like I might not score all our points tonight, but I'm going to try to get every rebounder. I'm going to try to get every loose ball. So we all just kind of feel like if we're not going to be the ones scoring, we're going to be the ones doing something else.
Final thing for you, Delaney, before we let you go. What is the best thing? What's the best trait about this team that you get to have another week? What's the best thing about this basketball club?
Honestly, it's just the selflessness of everybody. We all work together. We all have the same goal, and we don't care who's scoring on the points or who's getting all the glory. We just want it for everyone.
Delaney, congratulations and best of luck in Minot coming up next week.
Thank you.
That again, Delaney Cotton, one of the 7 seniors. We'll toss it back to you, Joel and Nathan Hoots.
All right, thank you, Chase. That's Region 1 Coach of the Year, Nathan Hoots. Again, congratulations on that award. Like I said, I've been following your program for so long, and you guys have gone through a lot, and you guys really performed well this year.
I appreciate hearing that. Thank you. Yeah, it's a testament to the girls. If they don't go out and get wins, there's no way that I'm getting this award. So kudos to especially Chloe Wetchash and Hannig, our 2 seniors, for carrying us through some times. 4 or 5 years ago, we were, kind of in the bottom of the region, and they've really worked hard for 4 years to get us to this point. So it's pretty awesome.
We're going to give one more post-game award here, but first I think Chase is ready for another interview. Usually we get the Bachman photo bomb. I think we're going to get another one of those here coming up in our post-game show. Again, congratulations to Central Cast. They are the Region 1 champions. They defeat Northern Cast, and let's send it over here to Chase.
Thank you very much. First, who do we got with us here, Jay?
This is Faxton. He's 6. He's in kindergarten. He's been looking forward to this game for 3 months. He's so excited to go to Minot and swim. I think he's more excited to swim than anything, but he's excited.
And you're excited, too. I saw you with a big fist pump. I saw you with a big fist pump to the crowd, a big hug with DeConte Smith after the game got done. What was it about the emotion of this game to find a way for 4 quarters to get over the hump and get back to the Magic City?
I think it was the feeling we had last year, right? The feeling of we were so close, and then we just kind of, we fell down a little bit in the semis. So I think that is really what drove us. And once we got our win in the semis, I think pushing us forward, I think that's what really carried us is, all right, now we're back to where we want to be. Let's just go. Let's go. And, we came off a really hot start. We were up 20 right away early, and, that's helped us because they made a great run in that 3rd quarter and got it back, cut it to 9, and we just weathered the storm, and, we finished strong. It was great. And you could see the emotion on the girls, and you could see the emotion on the bench and our fans, and it was awesome.
How about the job here by both Taylor on Josie and DeConte on Hallie to be disruptive as best as they can? You mentioned defense was the key to victory. How about those 2 particularly?
For sure, you can't limit. You can't stop those good players. You got to limit them, right? I thought we did I don't even know what Josie ended with, but I thought we did a good job limiting her. She still made her couple buckets, but I thought we did a good job. I think Hallie, she scored 21, but that's that's 11 below her average. So I mean, those are huge keys that we did there. Claire stepped up huge. Defensively, it was an all-out battle. Tori got in a little foul trouble, but she came back in the second half stronger than ever, right? She held Hayden to 9. Like, that's huge. She probably averages close to 20. So when you can hold those girls down, limit them, that's what our goal was, and we did it.
And now you bring 7 seniors, a huge senior class, a class that's been with you for quite some time, that has the experience. They get another 3 games, they get another week of basketball. How much are you going to cherish, but how much also is this now a business week with this senior class?
You know, I think in the locker room we went in quick just so I could, we could be us for a second, and it was, let's go win more. Like, we're not done. Right? Dee gave me a big hug, and I said, put those tears away. We got work to do. Like, we're going up, we're going to take care of business up there. We're not done. We're not there just, the season ain't over yet. We've been saying all year, we got to get those 6 at the end. So we got our first 3, now we're going to get our 4th.
All right, and what does Paxton say? Does he say go Squirrels, go Central Cass? What do you got, my man?
Go Squirrels.
There we go. I love it. Let's toss it back to you, Joel.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Chase, for that interview. I don't think his eyes ever went off the camera.
No.
He just
Kid's got a future.
He was enjoying himself there on that post-game interview. All right, let's give out our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, and we're going to have to go with Hallie Crockett. Finishes with 21 points, lead scorer for Northern Cass, has been their lead scorer all year long, and tops it off with the Senior Athlete of the Year. She's just been impressive again. She's been impressive. Not a whole lot you can't say about how her senior year has gone.
We covered her, forwards and backwards throughout the entire game. Impressive on both ends of the floor, inside, outside. She can score at all 3 levels of on offense, and almost impossible to stop.
And that is our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Get ready for spring planting season with RDK Enterprises for maintenance parts and upgraded options that can help. Spring will be here before you know it. Let RDK Enterprises meet the challenge with you. Contact RDK Enterprises at plannerdoc.com. Let's send it back again to Chase Miller. Chase.
Thank you very much, Joe. Joining us now is Claire Cotton. Claire, congratulations. And I know you've been up and down media row, and people are hugging you, high-fiving you, probably all asking about the 3-point shooting in the first 8 minutes of play. What got you in rhythm, and what made you feel like, okay, this is my night early in the first quarter?
Well, all day. Usually before games, I'm pretty nervous. But today, I was, really calm, and it was so weird. But I think that really helped because I was just really relaxed on all my shots. And then I was shooting a lot because they're all going in. So.
And now at the end of the day, this team able to get back to a state tournament. I know that was a goal to start the season. It was a goal to win this regular season and now postseason championship. You go unbeaten in region play. How important was that for this team before to get to state to win this Region 1 title?
It was so important, especially after last year. We were really disappointed with how we ended. So that really fueled us for this year, and we really just brought it every day to practice. And every game, we were just kind of, we had a team motto, and it was focus on the journey and not the outcome. So we're just taking it day by day.
And about the 7 seniors, what's a trait or two that you've loved about this senior class to get you to this point and understand that, hey, you're going out being part of the state tournament the last time ever as it is the B as we know it right now. How cool is that, and what's a trait for this senior class that you like?
Well, honestly, we're just so, together. We've gone through a lot. We've gone through a lot of good times and bad times together. And we're just like sisters. We know how to, respond to each other, and, yeah.
All right. What's the one thing that you're most looking forward to next week going to a state tournament? You've been to a couple of them before, but what's the one thing you're looking forward to most coming up to the Minot State Dome?
Well, just probably the atmosphere. I love playing in the Dome. It was so fun last time we went, and I'm just so excited to go back.
Yeah, and you guys had some good success up there, too. Claire, congratulations on a phenomenal night, and congratulations on a Region 1 title.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's toss back to you, Joel.
All right, thank you, Chase Miller. And we're going to take a break here. More of our postgame coming up next.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customers satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Yeah, we are back here on our post-game show. Again, congratulations to Central Cass. They are the Region 1 champions. 69-49, they defeat Northern Cass. Northern Cass, a good run there in the second half. Went down by 20, as much as 20. Cut it to 9 in the final quarter, but just could not overcome that hump as Central Cass going back to the state tournament. And let's send it now back to Chase Miller. Chase.
Thank you very much, Joel. Joining us now here from the Northern Cass Jaguars is DC Lucas. We talked with Hallie Crockett earlier, the lone senior on this team, and I know it's going to be tough to see her go, but what did she do in terms of elevating the stature of this program to now getting to region championships, to understanding what this program can kind of be about? And there's a lot of talent that's coming back next year, but let's talk about the senior here in Hallie, DC.
Yeah, I think people forget when she entered the program in the 7th grade, we were 1-20, pretty much the worst program in the entire state, and she kind of helped lead the charge. I think a lot of young girls saw what she was doing, and they picked up a basketball. We see a lot of our elementary and our youth, our junior high programs are very rich, and I know they're looking at Hallie Crockett as a leader. They're seeing what she's doing, how she's changed, and the dedication and time she puts into it. So it's not just the 12 here on this floor, it's the entire 41 girls in our program, and I'm so proud of her. It's going to be hard to replace 32.9 points a game, but just the way she's played, it's just, I'm so happy for her and what she's accomplished. I know we didn't get to the state like we wanted to, but she's accomplished so much more. I think when she has a chance to take a step back, she's going to really look and be very proud of herself.
And Senior Athlete of the Year, so now she's going to be a candidate for the Senior Athlete in all of Class B as well, and we'll see what Miss Basketball brings potentially as well, DC, but ultimately at the end of the day, what was the difference, do you think, in this contest? I know digging yourself a hole is always a tough thing no matter who you play, but what was the biggest thing from your point of view?
Well, I think we let the chaos get to us right out of the gate. We just could not get in our offense. I think we figured it out on the defensive side and made them a little bit uncomfortable. But then we come down on the offensive side and just couldn't figure it out. And kudos to them. I mean, they threw some fronts at us that were a little bit throwing us off. And we were trying to get Joe into a rhythm. We saw that in the second half, which I think really helped us. And that's what we were able to scratch out of it. But against a team like this, you just can't have that big of a deficit. You just can't do it. So I am truly proud of these young ladies to get it down to almost 8-9 points. We had a couple possessions where we could have got down to 6, but it just didn't go our way, and kudos to them.
And then ultimately at the end of the day, what is the next couple of days like for the returners coming back? What's the next thing on the process going to Class A and kind of learning a little bit newness and some old friends, but some new teams as well? DC, what's it going to be like for you?
Well, I'm going to tell all these girls probably take a big ice bath, because a lot of these guys have not rested from volleyball. They went straight into basketball, so they get a much-deserved time off. We'll do our exit interviews and talk to them. I took a peek at our schedule next year. See a lot of teams I have no idea who they are, so I guess I'll start taking a look at what's happening there. But it will still be the same cast of characters: Central Cass, Kindred, Lisbon, Oak Grove. We have Wahpeton and Valley City, which we've seen in the summertime. So we're looking forward to the challenge. I think the debate's all gone, so now we got to go play the games, and we're excited for it.
Final thing before we let you go, I know it's fresh, but what are you going to take away from the 2022-2023 Northern Gas Jaguars?
You know, I think just the development of this program. I think, you know, getting up to 18 wins here, being on the cusp of a chance to knock on the door at state, is just going to be influential to this entire program. We have a lot of young Jaguars in this stands, and that's where it takes, because if you think back to 2005, we made that 3-year state run. It made a big impact, and we need to get there to continue the youth development for our move up to Class A.
Hey, DC, as always, thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on a tremendous season, and best of luck now ice bathing in the offseason.
Yes, absolutely, very much.
All right, DC Lucas, let's toss it back to you, Joel.
All right, thank you, Chase. Talking with DC Lucas, coach of Northern Cass. Again, they finished this season runners-up in Region 1, as they're just a game away from moving on to the state basketball tournament. That will do it for our broadcast here tonight. My thanks to Chase Miller, who's been on the sidelines. Nathan Hoots, the Region 1 Coach of the Year. Thanks for joining us here on the third place in championship nights. Always fun when we can get you on our broadcast.
Hey, thanks for having me. I've enjoyed it. It's been awesome. Thanks for having me.
Again, congratulations to both of our teams out here who competed tonight. We'll have more playoff coverage coming your way next week. Region 1 boys, EDC basketball, all that coming up. Check our schedule at yourliveevent.com. Our thanks to the Region 1 Tournament Committee for allowing us to come out here and broadcast. Our thanks to all of our sponsors. Once again, our final score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in the Region 1 Girls Basketball Championship game. It is Central Cass 69, Northern Cass 49. Thanks for joining us on yourliveevent.com.